Morning, everybody and anybody. Doing a little bit of solo camping today. Not really motorcycle camping. There's some motorcycling going on, but this is more of a tailgate camping kind of thing. So we got the firing all cleaned up, and we got all the trash that somebody left here. We'll be packing all of that out. Over here we got Axel. Got him a little shelter right there so that he stays nice and dry, because it's raining quite a bit. So I've had to actually hurry up and set up camp before it rained too much. I wanted to get everything set up. Today I brought a mansion. I can't even get that thing in the frame. I did that for a couple of reasons. Number one is this is brand new. I got it to take my kids camping, and I want to kind of test it out. Number two, I knew it was going to rain a lot today. And so because of that, I had a feeling that I'm going to be sitting inside somewhere, and that's exactly what's happened so far. But I'm going to take you inside here and show you. I get to be spoiled today. Table, nice big bed. That's a nice thing about going camping in your truck, is you get to bring all of the luxuries and stuff that you want. I don't think that the camera quite does it justice. It's pretty dang big in here. But to tell you the truth, I kind of just needed to get away from everything for a little bit. I've tried to go camping a few times, and I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like I've recharged or felt better. I feel just as exhausted after going camping with a bunch of people. I just feel exhausted when I get home. I don't feel recharged and you know, like I've done anything fun, really. So I kind of just need to get away for just a couple days. And I get the feeling that it's because I was camping with other people. I can't quite pinpoint it quite yet. If I don't feel better after this trip, I have this feeling that maybe I enjoy traveling more than I enjoy camping. Not to say that I don't enjoy the camping when I travel, but being able to move from one spot to the next and see new things, that might be what I'm after. But so far today, other than the rain, I've had quite a bit of fun. This evening I'm just going to sit around the campfire. I'm going to relax and just kind of do not a whole lot. But tomorrow morning I'm going to try to do some trail riding. I want to scout out some hunting spots. As always, I'm always kind of debating whether or not to make a video out of these things, because you just never know. You never know what people are going to enjoy watching. Sometimes you dump your heart and soul into a video and nothing. Other times you just record something and post it, and all of a sudden people want to watch that. Well, that's interesting. But I want to try to get a little bit of footage so that I can use it if it has some potential. So tomorrow we're going to wake up, go do some exploring. If you want to take along, that'd be awesome. Morning. It's been drizzling all morning. It won't just rain, and it won't stop raining. So there's some patches of blue sky now. So I think we're going to go right up from here. We're going to ride up to, hopefully, we're going to at least ride up to the trailhead of Lupine Lake, kind of the back way. And hopefully we'll get all the way up to the lake, do a little bit of trail riding. But with it raining off and on all night long, it might be a little bit muddy. Might be a little bit too muddy than what I want to get into. So anyway, let's get on the bike and see how far we can go. Holy smokes. There are spiders all over this thing. Another one. I think I got most of them. Yeah, they're a little muddy today. Okay, we're gonna go toward Ashley Mountain. See, this isn't a bad type of spot, you know. You can walk right up, I mean, for hunting, you can walk right up here on this little ridge and you can watch that whole hillside. You could just sit here too if you wanted it to be easy. You just sit here in your nice warm truck, as long as you get off the road to shoot. Okay, so Ashley Mountain's gonna go this way. Not quite as wet up here. Out of the way, gross. I'm actually kind of surprised I've only seen one deer so far. And that was when I was driving up. Yeah, I've never been up here and looked at the back way into Lupine Lake. I've always wanted to ride a bike into Lupine Lake, but I wanted to get a bit of experience first on a little bit easier stuff. Getting a little narrow. And this is probably gated. So let me consult the old map. Well, I don't see where the trail's supposed to be, you know. You can see the people have gone around this, but I don't think that that's legal. Actually, you can see it. According to the map, you got to go down there a ways and then ride it up that way. Dang, that's steep. Okay, here's a trail. Look at that. There's like an actual trail here. And we gracefully fell over. Let's gracefully pick the bike back up. Just a little narrow right there. I will say that, you know, this dual sport or off-road riding, gosh, this is steep, is a whole nother ball game. Than what I'm used to. You know? Switch back there. Yeah, this is a whole other ball game. Ooh. And I learned the other day that you don't use, when you stall, you don't use your front brake. Not when you stall, but if you're going to stop uphill. Whew. Taxing. little rat. We're still climbing though. I'm sure this doesn't look steep on camera at all. I went out the other day and tried to do some off-roading. Well, this was actually a while back. And I kind of came back from it with kind of a love-hate relationship with this bike. Because I was trying to do things that were just a little bit more technical than I should have been doing. But through research, I discovered that you do have to, if you're going to do stuff like this, you've got to use a smaller sprocket. You got to get a smaller front sprocket. So that's what I did. So I've got the 13 tooth on the front now. And you know what? Depending on how much of this stuff I end up doing, I might even go as small as a 13. If I can get a 13. Did I just say 13? 12. I have a 13. You know, this is supposed to be switching back. People always ask me, well, not always, but people have asked me, why are you breathing so hard? You know, if you ever want to comment, why are you breathing so hard? Get up, go to the kitchen, drink a glass of water, put a microphone an inch from your mouth, and guess what? You're going to be breathing hard from drinking a glass of water. Okie dokie, where are we at? So we just came up from the 800 trail. The 289, that's another one I would really like to go on someday. I think that one goes all the way down to Ashley Lake. We got to go up a little ways, but I think we're on the top of the ridge. So this should be getting easier. So this should go up there and then go across the road that's gated. In theory. I'll tell you right now, one of the things that's not going on is I'm not moving around on this bike enough. Like, I'm not throwing it around. Yeah, I'm not moving around on the bike. I'm not, like, basically making it go places. Which is something that I need to do. You know, like on the street, you get thinking that doing a lot of this is going to make you crash. Doing like really quick handlebar turns. But up here on these trails, you kind of have to. And so I think, you know, like I think my reflexes are a little bit slow when it comes to that. Okay, so here's the road. Another reason why I brought the truck was because this bike simply doesn't have the range. Lupine Lake Trail, actually mountain trail. The loose shale is going to be the hard part. This whole thing is it's just got like loose shale on it. Okay, so this is problematic, not at the moment, but it will be on the way back up. Do I have anything to cut that with? I'm just wondering if it'd be easier to move it now should have brought like at least a hatchet or something. There we go. Well, that'll definitely make it easier coming back up. I mean, it's not horribly steep in here, but I certainly don't want to lose momentum trying to come back out of here. Out of the way, grouse. Okay, we gotta do some uphill. Oh. What the heck? A little slipperier than I thought. Man, everything keeps fogging up. I don't want to ride without these though, because you never know when you land into something like that and a stick pokes you in the eye. I think we're getting close. I'm glad I didn't decide to turn back on that first hill part. Good old Lupine Lake. Here I didn't bring my fishing pole. The question is if I go down there to take a cool picture, can I get back out? Oh yeah, absolutely I can. For the gram. Okay, so I'm going to go down and check out. There's a camp spot on the other end of this lake. And to be honest with you, I have never even looked at it. Here we go. Here we go. Right up and out. We could ride this all the way through someday, but can't right now. I don't think I have the time. Also, I need a bigger tank. So this is the camping spot. And I think it's relatively regularly used. There's not a few spots to put a good sized tent. So we could go all the way through. We could keep going that way. But maybe we will someday. Yeah, I need to get a little bit bigger tank. I think there's one, I don't know if you call it a Cerbis or if like the A is silent and it's just Cerbis or Acerbis. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. But they make a tank for this bike that's 3.9 gallons, I think, which I think that would be a really good size. I think that would be a really nice size, because then a person could ride all the way through and then ride the big loop back to the truck. Goodness gracious. Keep sliding back on the seat. Easy, easy, easy. Oh. Wow. Dang, Axel. You got heavy all of a sudden. The hills are so long that you don't want to stop in the middle of them. Oh, woohoo! That was intense. Yeah, you don't want to stop in the middle of the hills. Then you got to try to get going again. In the road. So we can either take the trail back on which we came, or we can take the easy way out. In an emergency situation, I would have done that. But considering you're not supposed to be riding on that road anyway, I'm going to opt not to. If I had a broken leg and I got to there, I'd be going, you know what? I'm breaking the law. And in that case, I think it's justified. Well, that is something I've always wanted to do, is ride up to Lupine Lake, and now I've done it. I'd like to do that from the other side, though. Maybe ride straight through or something, you know? So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to scout out too many hunting spots, because I don't have the time. I will say that with that sprocket, this performs much better. It really does. I was trying some more technical stuff, kind of like this, you know, and I had the stock gearing on there. And there were some hill climbs, and I was trying to get up them, and the engine just wasn't happy. You know, some of these hills, you really just can't take very fast. I mean, maybe if you're a pro, I don't know. What do I know? But I couldn't take them very fast. And so going up basically as fast as I could, the bike was still just stalling. It was just stalling, and I was watching the miles per hour on here, and the engine started to lug, I think like around 6 miles per hour on just most like flat stuff. As soon as you start going up an incline, then it starts to lug it closer to like 8, and then more of an incline, it's more like 10. And I can't take those hills at 10 miles per hour. So anyway, that's why I had to get this 13 tooth. And I will say that some of those hills that we went on, including this one, it did a lot better. Did a lot better. Like I said, if I did a lot of this stuff, though, I could go down to maybe even a 12. Thought I was being attacked by a squirrel. You know, who knows? Who's to say? Maybe I just was. And maybe he changed his mind. Cool. You know, it kind of figures that now that I got to pack up and go home, it stops raining. There's like patches of blue sky up there and everything. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't super hot while I was riding that trail, because I got like full gear and everything on, you know. I'm going to be driving out. I guess I get to drive home in the sunshine. We got to look at the positive side, don't we? Good news too, I got this bike paid off already. Now I get to add a few more Farkles. The ones that I did buy, they were just necessities for me. But now I can work on the seat, and to be honest, I still don't know what to do with the seat. I don't know if I should get a seat concept seat. It's pretty inexpensive considering. If I'm going to spend $175 on a seat concept seat, I just start to wonder if maybe I should put that toward finding my way back to Albany and having Mr. Ed do a seat. I've also considered doing my own seat. I don't know if that would be considered to be disrespectful to Mr. Ed's. I am 100% sure I can't do as good of a job. Not to toot my own horn, but I can be rather handy sometimes. So I don't know, I may do a decent enough job for the cheapness that I can put into it. But like I said, I don't want to be disrespectful to Mr. Ed's, because man, they did a fantastic job on the V-Strom seat, and you know, I'm going to, if this is what I'm debating, if I try to do it myself, which may or may not come out okay, I could always get the seat concept seat to fix all of my mistakes. I could always go to Mr. Ed's and fix all of my mistakes. So there's really no harm in doing my own seat. There's no harm in giving it a shot. I think I just made up my mind. I just needed to talk about it out loud. I think I will take a red hot crack at doing my own seat. Look, is that a deer? It is. Oh, look at that. That was a nice 2-pointer. First deer I've seen. Second deer I've seen. Yeah, I would like to make a video about actually hunting. I think I could put a 2-pointer. I think I could put a deer on the back of Felix. You know, if I didn't have like a bunch of tent camping stuff, if I just left early in the morning. There are times, there have been years in the past where like the weather is warmer than this on the opening day of hunting season. So I don't know, I've thought about making a video about hunting. Yeah, I enjoy hunting. I enjoy getting outside in these areas and walking around. I do enjoy that. And I do like to eat venison. I'm not a fan of killing them. I'm really not. That's probably my least favorite part. I don't mind the processing them part. I don't mind finding them, you know. Killing them is probably my least favorite part. I like animals when they're alive. But when you look at expense-wise, you know, $17 or so will get you a deer tag, and $70 might get you one steak at the grocery store. So, I mean, economically, it does tend to work out, and then you kind of know what you're eating. But that's a whole nother topic. But in general, I like to know what I'm eating, and I'm a hunter, but I'm really not what I would consider a killer. Some people like to go hunting because they just get to go kill something. They just get to go shoot stuff. I've had people give me their deer just because they shot it and they didn't want it. And I thought, well, what did you shoot it for? Why are you hunting if you don't even want that? You want to kill it, don't you? Okay. I see how it is. Okay, so we'll go this way. Where is the little turn? It's right there. I missed it. Yep. Eat dirty. You need a bath when we get home. Well, if it hadn't rained so much, I'd probably have more time to go do something else. Like go scout out some hunting spots, but it's getting pretty late in the day. I do need to get home, so I'm going to pack up and head home. I did get to go all the way up to Lupine Lake, which is something that I've always wanted to do. Always wanted to ride a motorcycle up there, so I'm going to call this mission accomplished. I had a good time doing that. Got a little hairy in spots, but that's the way it goes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.